Hi, my name is Chris, and I co-founded Canada's largest electric scooter store, Apollo Movement. We have studied the laws in each province, and we're going to give you an overview of the situation. Feel free to skip to the part where we discuss your province. The spots have been bookmarked in the description below. For legal purposes, we are not giving anyone legal advice in this video. They are simply our observations and comments based on what we've seen. Let's kick it off with BC, British Columbia. The laws regarding motor vehicles in British Columbia are found in the Motor Vehicle Act. According to this act, electric scooters are legal on private property or on trails and pathways. Electric scooters are not legal on roads or sidewalks. British Columbia's laws lack clarity about electric scooters. Its definitions of motorized vehicles and e-bikes do not encompass those of electric scooters. As a result, some riders received fines for lack of insurance of a motorized vehicle, not for riding an electric scooter. This situation is ironic because ICBC, British Columbia's major insurer, does not provide insurance for this type of vehicle at the moment. Besides, most commercialized scooters, such as the Xiaomi M365 or 9-watt ES2, are limited to speeds of 25 km an hour, powered by a 250-watt motor. What's frustrating in the case of British Columbia is that electronic bikes are perfectly legal, yet they reach average speeds of well over 30 km an hour. There is a clear demand for electric scooters in BC, yet the laws are not keeping up with that demand. Apollo has shipped to date over 50 units to BC in Q1 alone, which goes to show there's interest of people in BC. We can recommend riders to ride safely with additional lighting and protective gear, like helmets for example. We are yet to hear a fine from a consumer to date. Electric scooters are widely popular in British Columbia, and yet the government has shown a willingness to encourage eco-friendly alternatives, such as electronic bikes. There are no reasons for things not to change in the realm of electric scooters. We think it's just a matter of time before the BC government takes concrete action. In the meantime, visit ICBC's website if you want to read more about the current laws surrounding the use of electric scooters in British Columbia. What's the bottom line? Electric scooters are not legal, but enforcement is lackluster. You're taking a risk by riding them, and we always advise our consumers to act with common sense and ride safely. That being said, we are yet to hear of a customer getting a fine in Vancouver, so be cautious. Are electric scooters legal in Calgary and Edmonton? Alberta's laws regarding electric vehicles can be found in the Traffic Safety Act. According to this act, electric scooters are legal on private property, on sidewalks, and on bike paths. Electric scooters are not legal on roads. Electric scooters do not comply with any of Alberta's current definitions found in the Traffic Safety Act for electric vehicles. However, Alberta's government leaves regulation on electric scooters up to municipal governments. While there have been encouraging signs for municipal levels of governments, this way of functioning is frustrating as it prevents mass adoption and lacks coherence. In July 2018, the City of Calgary adopted a resolution that called for a pilot project allowing bike and scooter sharing service providers to operate. In addition, CBC reported last May that the City of Edmonton was planning on amending bylaws to allow electric scooters on the road as long as they do not exceed 50 km an hour. The Traffic Safety Act, however, remains unchanged to this day. It is unclear what users need to comply with from a safety standpoint, since electronic scooters are vaguely defined in Alberta's laws. We would expect the safety bar to be set fairly high based on the difficulties with e-bike rentals. According to an article by McCarthy to Schultz, e-scooters may only be used on private property or on bicycle paths or sidewalks in those Alberta urban municipalities, cities, towns, or villages that allow such use. While Alberta laws are not as optimal as it could be, there is room for hope, as we are still early in the process. Legislators have time to turn around and to allow for electric scooter regulation. We think this will happen sooner than later, so keep your hopes up, and I'm sure electric scooters will be legal in the near future. Are electric scooters legal in Toronto? Ontario's laws regarding motor vehicles in Ontario can be found in Ontario's Highway Traffic Act. According to this act, electric scooters are legal on private property or on trails and pathways. Electric scooters are not legal on roads or sidewalks. The problem is that Ontario's laws, like those of British Columbia, define motor vehicles and electric-powered bikes in a way that does not encompass electric scooters. This is why the law does not permit them on roads. Ontario, like British Columbia, has allowed electronic bicycles to speed through the city, yet the law indirectly prohibits electric scooters. Even with these suboptimal laws, the electric scooter movement is happening in Toronto, as well as in other cities in Ontario. By some estimates, there are over 10,000 electric scooters in the Greater Toronto area today. Even with these suboptimal laws, the electric scooter movement is happening in Toronto, as well as in other cities in Ontario. By some estimates, there are over 10,000 electric scooters in the Greater Toronto area as of today. So, once again, the movement is happening. The feedback from our Ontario customers is that police officers are quite lenient as long as you ride a scooter with common sense. Ontario laws aren't explicit about electric scooters. It's a grey zone, not a legislation. That makes electric scooters technically illegal. However, the pilot project in Waterloo, Ontario, suggests that laws might change faster than we think in the province of Ontario. Legislators are not aware of the situation, and steps are taken at different levels of the government to make most cities more eco-friendly and electric-friendly for electric scooters. Are electric scooters legal in Montreal? Unlike other provinces, Quebec has a pilot project made to create an environmentally friendly area for electric scooters and to test how they can work with other modes of transportation. The laws can be found in Quebec's Highway Safety Code under bike regulations and in Canada's Motor Vehicle Safety Act. According to these acts, electric scooters are legal on roads where the speed does not exceed 50 kilometers an hour and on private property. Electric scooters are not illegal on bike paths or sidewalks. All electric scooter riders must be riding on the streets, have completed a training course from the scooter renter or manufacturer, and be over 18 years old. Additionally, helmets and proper lighting are required. Though these seem like fairly strict regulations, what we've seen is that Montreal police officers have been the most laid back. We are yet to hear of any tickets in the city today. By all measures, Montreal is the most scooter-friendly city in Canada. The pilot project shows that the provincial government takes electric scooters seriously, and now we can expect an even bigger legal framework in the near future. You can find more information about Quebec's pilot project on SAAQ's website. Thank you for watching this video today about legality of electric scooters in Canada. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment on this video, send us an email, or even chat to us today. We have a whole selection of electric scooters on our website on www.apollomovement.com. I'm Chris, and thank you for watching this video today.